recognize that one?
No.
Joey, you know Joey, remember?
Joey?
Yeah, he was here a while ago.
Oh, so it's a schedule? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Must have been awesome.
It's been like 6 years. Something like that. I didn't expect to be here. I was hoping you.
Well, no, they have a schedule. Family.
Oh, wow.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare हरे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। बस बस 5:40 want to play? Siapa takut ni siapa baju tu?
You can play for me.
Jangan aku baca.
Next thing. I think which one? This one. I want to sing very nice tune. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. विश्वपाद की जय.
We'll see.
I'm just tossing that way.
Yeah.
Come on this side.
Huh?
Come on this side.
So I can see. We're gonna scoot over. Please.
Way down close.
You can play the slow one.
What?
He can play the slow one.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I don't care. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Keep it Prabhupada.
Krishna,
Keep it Prabhupada.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Jaya Krishna Balaram 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 Jaya Radhe Shyam 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 Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
I wasn't feeling it.
I was.
Nah.
Hiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chandi Aroti Keshova Hiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chandi Aroti Keshova Janavitata-vani Jagamanova Janavitata-vani Jagamanova Vikali Nita-chan Bame-ga-da-da-da Ikaite Advaita Shri Vasatratradara Ikaite Advaita Shri Vasatratradara For I see Ati Gorachan Ratna Simha Sambe Ati Gorachan Ratna Simha Sambe Aroti Gorinda Brahma Hari Devahane Aroti Gorinda Brahma Hari Devahane Narari Hari Kori Chamaraduraya Narari Hari Kori Chamaraduraya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Arigaya Sanjaya Mukanda Basu Gosadilaya Sanja Baje Kanta Baje Baje Karata Sanja Baje Kanta Baje Baje Karata Madura Janga Baje Paramarasa Kundali Panta Bade Paramarajara Madura Janga Bade Madura Janga Madura Janga Bade Paramarasara Madura 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 Bade Madura 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 Bade Madura 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 Bade Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Bahu Koti Chandati Varana Ujala Bahu Koti Chandati Varana Ujala Gala de Sevana Mala Ori Jala Mala Gala de Sevana Mala Ori Jala Mala Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Advaita Shobha Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Advaita Shobha Anadi Kasabani Janamanaroba Vale, Jagamanarova. Jiva Sukhanarada, Nilegara. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Shri Krishna, Jai Kanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Shri. Jaya Shri Krishna, Jai Kanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gaurangita, Jaya Gaurangita, Gaurangita, Jaya Gaurangita. Jaya Kishore, Kishore, Jaya Kishore, Kishore, Jaya Kishore, Kishore, Jaya Kishore, Kishore. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Oh, hey. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Balaram Jai Subhadra Jai Gonitai 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 Jaya Kishore Kishori Kishore Kishori Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Jai Gurudev 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 Jai Gurudev Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hey go Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Gora Hari Bo Nitai Gora Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Gora Hari Bo Namaste Narasrimhaja Namaste Narasrimhaja Prahlada Lada Jahane Viranya Kashipur Bakshaha Shila Tanka Nakalaje Hito Nasrimho Parato Nasrimho Jato jato ja mitato nasrinho. Bahir nasrinho, hridaye nasrinho. Narasrinha madim sharanam prapadye. Narasrinha madim sharanam prapadye. Tavakada kamala bhare nakham abduta sringham dalita hiraniya kashipu tano vringan keshavadrita narahari rupa jaya jagadisha hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamala Bhare Nakam Abduta Sringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nasringhade Jaya Nasringhade Nasringhade Jaya Nasringhade Hey! Jaya Nasringhade, 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 Jaya Nasringhade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Vithai Gora Haribol, 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 Gaura Haribol. Vithai Gora Haribol, 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 Gaura Haribol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Sri Balaram Jayanti Mahamahotsava ki, Sri Balaram Jayanti Mahamahotsava ki, Sri Balaram Jayanti Mahamahotsava ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hare Hare Bo. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Shata Shishimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Shata Shishimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhanam ki. Sri Vrindavam Mathura Dhama ki. Sri Mayapur Navadvip Dhama ki. Purushottam Kshetra Sri Jagannath Puri Dhama ki. Ganga Maji Jamuna Mai ki, Bhakti Devi Shrimati Tulsi Maharani ki. Their most beautiful Lordship, Shishi Kishore Kishori ki. Paramakaruna, their most merciful Lordship, Sri Sri Gauranitai ki. Their most merciful Lordship, Sri Jagannath, Sri Baladev, Srimati Shubhadra Maharani ki, Sri Sudarshan Chakra ki, Sri Balaram Jayanti Mahamahotsava ki, Sri Baladeva ki, Sri Krishna Balarama ki, Samabeta Bhakta Brinda ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shishi Guru and Shigauranga.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So on behalf of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, we welcome you to the Balaram Purnima festival. Shri Balaram Purnima Mahamotsav ki jai. So the program goes like this. We'll have a small talk by His Grace Paramatma Prabhu right now. And then at 7:30 we will have prasadam upstairs. So till then that will be there. So we welcome our speaker, His Grace Paramatma Prabhu, with loud Haribol. So one request to all the people over there, can you just scoot a little bit in front so that people can actually go and do the Jhulan Yatra if they want to. So if you can scoot a little bit front here. And please keep your mobiles on silent. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, brother. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। मूखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं चैतन्यमाधवं परमानन्दमीश्वरम्। सो श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, श्री श्री बलराम जयंती महा महोत्सव की। So Hare Krishna to all the Vaishnava devotees. First of all, I pay my respectful obeisances to all the wonderful Vaishnava devotees over here who can please bless me that I can speak some words which is for my purification on this auspicious occasion of Balaram Jayanti. So, 6:42. So, we all know that this is appearance day of Lord Balaram, which is so wonderful that this is a situation, this is an occasion where we can beg the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Balaram, who is the Adi Guru. Who is the Adi Guru means the original spiritual master of all the living entities. Now, many of us know that Krishna and Balaram both are almost the same. There is no difference between them, right? So, we understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that he is the fountain head of all the incarnations. Ete cha amsha kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So he is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. Having said that, Lord Balaram is the first expansion from Krishna. And as they both are identical to each other, still there is little difference, and that is Krishna appears to be in the dark cloudish color, and Lord Balaram appears to be in the white color. That's one of the things. And other thing, definitely when we say the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is applicable to both. However, Lord Balaram, who also sets an example to all of us and represents the servitude or the service mood to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, when we come to the devotional service, we sometimes like kirtans, sometimes like, prasadam, sometimes likes the philosophy, sometimes likes any other things, devotees around us, the beautiful deity of the Supreme Lord, or His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, single-handedly, how he has spread this Krishna consciousness to everybody. Having said that, we all get attracted and then we try to perform devotional service to the extent we want to do. Doing the devotional service is very, very rare in the human society. Reason being, not everyone is attracted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unfortunately, because of their sinful activities, because of strong sense gratificatory activities. Those things will not attract, right? But those people are very, very fortunate who comes into Krishna consciousness, right? And we try to serve Krishna. However, when we are trying to serve Krishna, we try to please sometimes our own mind, our own intelligence, our own position, our own senses, and so on and so forth. However, Lord Balarama is teaching us that the core intention of everything is samsiddhir haritoshanam, to please the Supreme Lord. And Sri Baladeva is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, showing us how we should have that proper mood to serve the Supreme Lord Krishna. So everything goes with that understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, a couple of things. As we all know that the father and mother of Balaram, actually in the Garga Mahamuni in the Vrindavan, he says the mother of Balaram is Rohini, Mother Rohini. However, he do not disclose us that the original mother is Devaki. The reason is multifolded. However, one of the things is he do not want that Kamsa knows something about these things. And we know that Mother Devaki, when she got married with Vasudeva, Kamsa, the most loving person for his own sister, tried to become a chariot driver. As he was taking him, what happened? There is a sudden Akashavani, the voice coming from the sky, said, "Oh Kamsa, do you know you are trying to love your sister and your sister-in-law and all those people whom you are loving, but actually the eighth son of your sister will be the cause of your death." And the moment he listens, all his external, temporary, material love and attachment to his sister flies away. You see, this is what happens in the material realm. All the loving people around us, all the love around us, though it appears to be true to some extent, but unfortunately, it is temporary as long as it is on the material platform. And then immediately he tries to kill his sister, right? And Vasudeva, long story short, we are not going in that today. He tries to console him and say, "Hey, you have a problem with your eighth son of this sister. Why do you want to kill her unnecessarily?" And I'm promising you, I'll give you all the children as we beget, right? And hand over to you. You can do whatever you want. And as he promised, all the 6 sons who took birth in the womb of Devaki were handed over to Kamsa, and finally he killed all of them. Now the 7th child in the womb seems to be miscarriage, which we all experience sometimes in this material world. So that's what people were thinking. However, Lord Krishna, by the help of Yoga Maya, he instructed Yoga Maya that please transfer the womb of Lord Balaram from the womb of Mother Devaki to Mother Rohini. Now Mother Rohini is another wife of Vasudeva. In those days, kings used to marry a lot of wives, unlike today. And we see that though Supreme Lord Ramachandra is again the Supreme Lord, he has a vow to only marry one wife. Ekapatni Vrata. Right? Here, because in the womb, Lord Balaram is attracted to the womb of Rohini, his another name is also called as Shankarshana. He attracts. Shankarshana means he attracts. Not only that, Garga Muni says that Shankarshana, the reason for that name is because he unites 2 different families. One is the family from Vasudeva and one from Nanda Maharaj. Okay, when we talk about the king Vasudeva, he is a Kshatriya. When we talk about Nanda Maharaj, he is a Vaishya. He's a business class and here is a administrative class. The 2 different classes he is uniting actually. That's where we say it's Shankarshana. However, because after 7 months of staying in the womb of Mother Rohini, he comes out, he is also named as Rohini Nandana. Okay, and because he is the elder brother of Lord Krishna, so he is also called as Dauji. Now, one of the pastimes, when Lord Balaram appeared in this world, he was quite silent. He was muted. He was not crying. He was not doing anything. That was a concern for Mother Rohini. However, people tried a lot to make this little child become active. Generally, the children are very, very active. But somehow, when Lord Balaram appeared, he doesn't seem to be active, but he is quite silent. However, when Mother Yashoda, when she was pregnant carrying Lord Krishna, it is said that, when she picked up Lord Balarama and somehow placed on her lap and near to the heart of Mother Yashoda, where Krishna is residing, he immediately laughed and jubilantly started dancing and lapping his hands and legs, very active. And the moment she keeps down, he will become silent again. They weren't able to understand what's happening here. But from that time onwards, he was doing that only for the pleasure of Krishna. Whatever he does, he wants to make sure that Krishna is highly pleased. Let all of us have that mood when we are doing the devotional service. Even when I speak, when I hear, when I eat, when I serve, whether in the kitchen, whether in the altar, whether wherever it is Krishna pleased by this or not? That's an example Lord Balaram is showing us. Anyways, going forward, 6:52. I'm just constrained of the time looking into that. Now, let me try to talk about Lord Balarama is a servitude Godhead, right? And we see that Lord Balaram takes all the opportunities in all the respects to serve the Supreme Lord Krishna. Now, from the Bhagavad Gita introduction, we know there are 5 different rasas, right? The mellows, the exchange of love with Krishna. All the devotees, all the living entities have that freedom to have that exchange of love with Krishna. Now, Lord Balaram also is an example showing us how he tried to serve Lord Krishna in all the 5 rasas. Probably a devotee might be inundated with Vatsalya rasa, that is parenthood, maybe with the Shanta rasa, maybe passive or neutral, or Sakhya Rasa, or a friendly, or the other one is a Dasya Rasa, as a servant, or at the topmost Madhurya Rasa, conjugal love. Now it is wondering to know how Lord Balarama, who is also as good as Krishna, to expand himself in multiple forms. It's not that only Krishna can do, even Lord Balarama does. Now, very importantly, he exemplifies how he shows the Shanta Rasa. Now we all know that Lord Balarama fulfills Lord Krishna's internal desire. Whatever his desire, he knows. And Krishna or Balaram, Paramatma, end of the day, right? So he knows himself, and because Krishna wanted to descend to this material world to showcase or to perform the pastimes, to please the devotees, to reclaim the fallen souls, he understood the desire, and Lord Balaram expands himself as Vraja Mandala. So the Vrindavan, what we see, is not different from the expansion of Lord Balarama. So nicely, not only that, Lord Krishna's all personal possessions, whatever it is, like like the crown of Krishna, bed, the cloth, the throne, the ornaments, whatever is wearing, all kinds of objects Lord Krishna utilizes. All those things are again the expansions of Krishna. Expansions of Balarama. Balarama makes himself available in those ways to please Krishna. Actually, it is said that in mundane world, whenever a woman puts the ornament, the beauty of the woman is increased. However, in the case of Lord Shri Krishna, it is reverse. Whenever an ornament is put by Lord Krishna, the ornament gets the beauty. Not that it has its own beauty. It is never beautiful at all. Okay, it's reverse. It's hard to understand for a mundane thinker, but that's the beauty. But I was just deliberating how to understand this. It's my speculation and concoction I would like to share. People go whenever a great person comes, okay, a minister comes, a celebrate comes, they go, oh, have a photo, selfie, and I am with him, I got a photo with him. His glories will be shared, or he will get the glories of the great person where he's taking a photo. Probably I was speculating, maybe it is right or wrong. Senior Vaishnavas can correct me. So the ornaments will get the beauty, the real beauty, when Krishna wears that. So Balaram takes a position that is called Shanta Rasa. In a neutral way or in a passive way, Lord Balaram is expanding in that sense and serving and pleasing Lord Krishna. Now, as we know that Lord Balaram and Krishna and Balaram, after their 5 years, Kaumara stage to Pauganda, which is 6 years to 10 years, Nanda Maharaj and others decided, our children are growing now, let's give them some little responsibility. As the children grow, we also give some responsibility. They said, let's decide to give him or give them the opportunity to herd the cows, pasturing the cows and calves, etc. And that's how they were going out with all the cows and calves. So we see that sometimes when Lord Balaram, along with Krishna and other cowherd boys, when they go, they play a lot, and at times when Balaram is feeling tired, he would sleep and under a tree, and then at that time he gets the service from all the cowherd boys. Not just that, sometimes we see Krishna also tired, he's sleeping, and it's a mixture of things. Sometimes Krishna comes and massages the legs of Lord Shri Krishna, and sometimes Lord Balaram goes to Krishna and massages his feet. This is how he is trying to serve as a Dasya Rasa, sometimes as a Vatsalya Rasa. And they play each other, fight each other, argue each other, climb the trees and do all kind of naughty things here and there, and, competition, sometimes in the, what happens in the forest, when the wild animals, they create the voice, then ordinary people run away. And Krishna and Balaram sometimes imitate those wild animals. Something like that. Okay, so what happens is they're also fearful and they run away. So this is how, they do a pastimes just like a friends. That's how the Sakhya Rasa. And now the other one which is very quite interesting is how did he play the role of or experiencing or giving pleasure to Krishna in Madhurya Rasa. That is something different. Now, as we said, Balaram can also expand himself in multiple ways. So he himself expands as Ananga Manjari. Okay, so she is the most beautiful cowherd girl, and that's what Balaram expands and tries to give Madhurya Rasa to Lord Shri Krishna. Who can be equal to Lord Balaram to take part in the service of Krishna, to please him in all the rasas? You see, he is an epitome, he is an example telling us whichever the rasa one may fall into the category, he can take inspiration from Lord Balaram. That's the beauty. And Ananga Manjari is actually been the younger sister for Srimati Radharani. Okay, and she is liked by Lalita and Vishakha Sakhis too much. They're very, very close friends in that sense. So in that way, Lord Balaram, in 5 different rasas, he was serving and pleasing. I'm repeating again, serving and pleasing. So we all try to serve, we all should also try to please Krishna in whichever way, in whatever little manner we do it. Now, there are some specific pastimes. I have 15 minutes. I'm just trying to cut short certain things. Now, one of the pastimes majority of the people know, and I was thinking, when we talk about the pastimes, all the pastimes are, from majority of the devotees knows them. Then what is the benefit of repeating it, right? It is said in the Nectar of Devotion that by repeatedly glorifying the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord, a person when is crying, remember the Lord. When a person is happy, remember the Lord. When a person is working, remember the Lord. When a person is misunderstood, remember the Lord. When a person is overwhelmed with work or anything else, remember the Lord. When a person is unhappy, remember the Lord. When a person is suffering and struggling with health diseases, remember the Lord. You see, in that way, smartavyam satatam vishnor vismartavyam najatuchit. Right? Sarve vidhi nishedhasyu etayoreva kinkaraha. The meaning is smartavyam satatam vishnur. Always remember Krishna. Vismartavyam najatuchit. Never forget Krishna. And then whatever the principles in the devotional service are recommended, they are subservients for the first 2 primary principles. That is smartavyam satatam vishnur. Vismartavyam najatuchit. Right? And that is exactly what is happening when these occasions, when these pastimes are experienced by the devotees, they repeat it again and again. Okay, they relish it. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Madchitta madgata prana bodhayantaha parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So, all the great devotees, their minds are dwelling in the thoughts of Krishna. For example, somebody tried to dress Krishna Balaram or Kishore Kishori. Their meditation is, what will look Krishna beautiful? How should I really dress them? All the devotees there are working so hard, thinking, their whole mind is there. For example, somebody has to do the kirtan, he will think, how can I sing it for the pleasure of Krishna? Of course, not for the pleasure of, or glorification of others. That is eventually going to happen. When we sing properly, people will appreciate. But the core mood is to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, in that sense, all these pastimes, as we keep repeating again and again and again, we get the benefits. Now, that is Falashruti. Actually, Falashruti is again a very interesting thing, that whenever we do any devotional activities, there is a result. Falashruti means a result. Though Srila Prabhupada never emphasizes on Falashruti, everything credit goes to the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna ultimately. So one is not attracted to that. Now, one of the pastimes of Balaram slaying down Dhenu Kasura. Now, this is interesting. In the Talavan forest, we know that Dhenukasura used to live, a powerful demon, assumed the form of an ass, donkey, right? And what was happening is all the cowherd boys were along with Krishna and Balaram wanted to go into that Talavan forest because of the wonderful fruits, the sweet smell coming from them, they wanted to enjoy. And they said, "Oh Balaram, oh Krishna, you are Balarama." Rama means what? Pleasure giving, potency, right? Rama, Ramanti. So Bala means the strength. Not only just the pleasure giving to Krishna, not only to the devotees, he is also very powerful, right? And we know that, Lord Balaram is not ordinary with his thousands of Shesha Naga, right? Ananta Shesha. So he is, by his hoods, he is maintaining all the planetary systems. There is nothing who can weigh so many things, but he is maintaining all those things. So he is Balarama. And sometimes the cowherd boys glorify Balarama and say, "You are so powerful, my dear Lord Balarama. Can we please go to that forest? Sweet fruits are there, we want to eat." And that's the desire of the pure devotees. And now, these demon Dhenukasura, is very, very selfish. He don't want anybody to get into that forest. He don't want to partake anything. He's selfish motivated and he wanted to possess everything for his own satisfaction. That is one of the message to all of us, that all of us, when we are working in this world, we tend to be naturally some sense of possession, right? We become selfish. However, the thing is, one who is fully selflessness means one who is absolutely selfish and greedy to serve the Lord, to please the Lord by pleasing his devotees. So here, as the demon, when actually Dhenukasura was in that forest, Lord Balaram went and shook the trees. And that's where all the fruits came down, and the cowherd boys were enjoying that fruits, and then this Dhenukasura was very furious, very angerful, and then came and attacked Balaram with his rear legs. But Balarama easily picked him up with his hands and whirled him so fast, and then he just put him on the top of the tree. By the time he was whirling him, he died. Balaram need not fight anything. He just did this, playfully, and that's where, he exhibited the extraordinary strength to this entire world. So we see one of the other pastimes, 7-6. Okay, Balarama kills Pralambhasura. Pralambhasura is one of the other demon, and he was little aware of the potency of Krishna. However, they all targeted Krishna to kill Krishna. And it so happened that Krishna and Balarama were playing with the cowherd boys, having a lot of competition. This Pralambhasura wanted to come in disguise, right? And then he wanted to kill Krishna and Balaram. So he was only aware of the strength of Krishna, but not the Balaram. It appears so. And what happens is, understanding the invincible potency of Krishna, he instead decided to abduct Balarama, and Krishna, being the Paramatma, he knows, and he tit for tug of war game, whatever that game, two different parties, and whoever is going to win, the other party should carry them. And in that, Krishna gets defeated. Okay, and when Krishna gets defeated, Krishna is on the other, on one side, Balaram is on the other side. Balaram won over that. So now somebody on the side of Krishna should carry the people on the side of Lord Balarama. Now this Pralambhasura has to lift Balarama. Actually, it's a great fortune for the demon to lift Balarama. However, the beautiful story, not knowing the potency of Balarama, he thought, I can trick him, I can do, and I can. He ran out of the whole devotees, cowherd boys there. He took him away, quite away from the whole group of devotees there, cowherd boys. And then Balarama, actually becomes more and more heavy, and he actually finally he kills him. So I'm not going into the details, just that how to complete. So in this way, Lord Balaram is most powerful personality, not different from Krishna. And one of the times, in the daytime when they do the pastimes, in the night times, Lord Balarama also have the Rasa Leela with cowherd or gopis. And of course, the gopis who perform Rasa Leela along with Krishna are different from those gopis who are performing Rasa Leela with Balarama. Now, one of the times what happened is Lord Balaram was have got that Varuni too much, and he was intoxicated. He was enjoying, and he wanted to play along with the waters of Yamuna. And at that time, Yamuna did not agreed. He requested Yamuna to come, and then he wanted to play the pastimes. But she thought, oh, Balaram is drunken. Probably he is not in his conscious. She just ignored. But Lord Balaram gets a lot of angry, chastises Yamuna Devi. And then he says that with his plow, he wants to divide into 100 parts. And that's how he wants to take over Yamuna. And that's where when he gets to the anger, Mother Yamuna feels sad about it, feels bad about it, and beg for the forgiveness, and there is a lot of big prayers. So that's how Yamuna Devi personally appeared before Lord Balaram and begged for the forgiveness. And that's how she gets the mercy later. Now, in another instance, Kauravas are chastised by Lord Balarama when the Samba from the Yadu dynasty, he kidnapped this daughter of Duryodhana, Lakshmana, because he wanted to get married. And when this whole scene was happening, that in those days the daughters of the great kings used to get an opportunity to do the Swayamvara. Swayamvara means they can select any other king to get married, whomever she wants. And Lakshmana did not want her to get married anyways with Samba. Samba is the son of Jambavati, one of the principal wife of Krishna. Samba, the meaning is Sa plus Amba. Amba in Sanskrit means mother. Sa means along with mother. He was a pet of a very close child of the mother Jambavati. So his name got Samba. And this Samba, when finally kidnapped, all the in the assembly of Kauravas, they were thinking, what are we supposed to do? Okay, so we should kill Samba. That was one of the proposal. The other person says, no, how can we kill? Because ultimately Lakshmana needs to get married with Samba. Because in the culture of a Kshatriya, administrative kings, whenever a king kidnaps the queen or would be, then naturally she should be given hand to the marriage. So they finally think, let's arrest Samba somehow or the other, and then we try to punish him, try to teach the lesson to the Yadu dynasty. And they were under the impression that we have Bhishma, we have so much great valorful people. Oh, if they come for fighting, we will handle over it. Okay, that's what their thought was. However, when the news goes to Krishna and all the Yadu dynasty there, what happens is they thought this is really, really something concerning. We should go immediately and fight and take over Samba. And they were planning to have a battle, but then Lord Balarama, he has some soft corner for Duryodhana and the Kauravas. He said, oh, okay, don't worry. I will handle it. I'll go and amicably, let's handle it, the situation very nicely. And many times the things will happen. Nobody wants to go and attack directly. There should be a way for a peaceful messenger and etc., etc. So finally, Lord Balaram goes there, and what happens? They not only rejects to liberate or release Samba, but they offend and criticize, insult Lord Balarama. That makes him furious. And with his plow, he thinks, now I have to teach them. And he was with that plow, he is dragging the whole Hastinapur to the Ganges. He wanted to, is separating the land of that piece. And then they were afraid, oh my God, this is like an earthquake happening. Now Balaram is really furious. Let's not take any chances anymore. So finally they take shelter, beg forgiveness, and finally, they will give back Samba, and finally they both get married. So that is one of the pastime. So again, a quick pastime, how he gets to marry. Lord Balaram's wife is Revati. Basically, Revati is the daughter of one of the king named Raivata, who was living in the Satyuga. Very preliminary yuga, first yuga in that sense. After Satyuga, there will be a Treta Yuga and then Dwapar Yuga. Now, in the Satyuga, the king wanted to find out a qualified boy to get the marriage for his daughter, and searches, and he couldn't get a right person. And it happens to all of us sometimes. We see around us, the daughters grow up so soon and then we don't get a right boy. But unfortunately, we are not lucky like, this great king Raivata. He went to the assembly of Lord Brahma. Oh, find out something, please help me, But naturally, when someone approaches the great kings, they need to get an appointment. They need to wait for some time. We can ask, our festival team how much they waited to get the permission from the police for the Rath Yatra. Okay, they can be the right people to help us. So now, they waited. Raivata, along with his daughter Revati, waited for a little time and then spoke to Lord Brahma. And then eventually Lord Brahma says, do you know you are looking for some boy? But by the time you go back now, it's already Dwapar Yuga. Then they were surprised. Oh my God, 2 yugas gone. Millions of years have passed away. Then, ultimately he says, the only person who is more than qualified is Lord Balarama, who is in the earth planet. Please go and talk to him about your daughter. And he rushes back and talks to Lord Balarama, and Balarama sees, oh, this girl seems to be very tall, as the Yuga and the Satyuga people were very tall compared to the people of, other Yugas. Kali Yuga are very small anyway. So then Lord Balaram thinks, okay, he puts the plow on the head of Revati, boom, she shrinks to the appropriate height. Wow, what a methodology. ऐसा होता कितना अच्छा होता. Sorry. Even the college people, when they see any girl, they think, oh, she is more than my height. What am I supposed to do? Probably they should approach Lord Balaram. Just kidding. So that's how one of the pastimes. And one of the last pastime which I want to, 7:16 in 5 minutes. The another pastime, Lord Balaram do not participate in the battlefield of Mahabharat. Okay, because he likes both the parties. He don't want to be in between them. But anyways, Krishna is taking a role there. Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, Krishna promised to be part of it. Let him be in that. But let me go on pilgrimage. And when he plans to go to the pilgrimage, he approaches a place called Naimi Sharanya in the Dwapar Yuga. Thousands of sages were doing the sacrificial fire, yajnas, so that the people in the Kali Yuga are protected. And that will go for 1,000 years. And in that assembly, they appointed a leader called Roma Harshana, who is also called as a Suta. I'm not going in details, but Roma Harshana, who is one of the key disciple of Vyasa Mahamuni. Okay, and he sits on the Vyasasan in that sense, and then suddenly Lord Balaram enters that venue, and then all the sages, all the great personalities stand up. Some people pay obeisances by standing, the older people, some people pay the obeisances, prostrated Dandavat pranams, and everybody is respecting, and they all gave a great special seat for Lord Balaram, and they seated him, washed his feet, and so on and so forth. But Lord Balaram Balaram was watching what is happening to this great person, Roma Harshana. Okay, so he saw that this great personality, Roma Harshana, did not get up from his place. He was so puffed up, and Lord knows his heart. He thinks that though he has studied all the Vedic literatures, he was puffed up so much that he wasn't even standing. Actually, it is a custom that whoever is sitting on this place, Vyasasana, he don't need to get up for anyone. But this is a different situation that the Supreme Personality of Godhead walked in and he's not getting up. And Lord Balaram did not want to tolerate this. He said, we have to teach him a lesson. And here is the words which I will repeat as it is. Lord Balaram therefore said, this man is liable to be awarded the death punishment because although he has the good qualification of being disciple of Lord Vyasadeva, and although he has studied all the Vedic literature from the exalted personality, he was not submissive in the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You see, this is something very, very important. One has to be submissive, no matter he be a very great authority in the position or an advanced devotee. One has to show that humble mood, right? That's what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted. And because he did not follow, he just took the blade of grass and he killed Roma Harshana. Later, his son Suta Goswami was put into that position, and he left for the pilgrimages for the atonement because he killed a Brahmana. So with that, I will stop here. It is 7:19. Sorry for that. Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Shri Shri Balaram Jayanti ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for the wonderful class. Please big round of applause for him. Hari Bol. So before we go all for the dinner upstairs, I have a few announcements to make. How many of you were able to attend the Rath Yatra? How many of you enjoyed the Rath Yatra? Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So we would like to appreciate the organizers, Rajapati Prabhu and his team, to put up such a big festival. Hare Krishna. And there were a lot of devotees who helped. So all the devotees, I think he has a list, he was going to announce the name later. But all the devotees who helped, so thank you so much. It was a very successful Rath Yatra, though it was really hot. But it was nice. Yeah. So those who didn't get a chance, or even those who got a chance, there is another opportunity to attend Rath Yatra, which is going to be on this Saturday, which is the Bud Billiken Parade. This is the biggest parade happening in the south side. When the school opens, they have a big parade there, and Jagannath is going to take part in that. So we're going to start at 8:30 a.m. We need some volunteers to help, and of course, we can also have a lot of kirtan and everything. The float number is 122. The devotees will assemble at 33rd King Street or King Drive. 33rd King Drive. So this is Bud Billiken Parade on August 13th. This Saturday. So please, if you need any more information, maybe Subal Prabhu can give more information on that, or Gaurmani Prabhu right there. Yeah, he is the one who's organizing this. So please, if you can, make your way to the August 13th Bud Billiken Parade. Now we have some more announcements by Balaram Prabhu. So one second.
Hare Krishna. So today is a very, very special day, no doubt. Within our scriptures, there is this repeated theme, and that theme is that the only way to the spiritual world is by developing a mood of service. So Lord Balaram is a representative or a model, if I can put that, who exemplifies that to the highest degree. Because every incarnation of the Lord, we see he comes for a purpose, which he himself talks about in Gita. But if you think about the appearance of Lord Balaram, why does he come? He only comes to serve his elder brother, and serve his, in Lord Ram's Leela, he came to serve his elder brother. In Mahabharata, he came to serve his younger brother. So we wanted to create a sort of a culture here in ISKCON Chicago. There are many servants, there are many volunteers who come and offer their valuable service. They don't get paid, they don't get any sort of recognition, they don't come to the temple to get recognized, but they voluntarily offer their service throughout the year. So today being a day where the Lord comes primarily to serve, so we wanted to recognize many devotees who have been tirelessly serving this community for so many years and are serving, so that not only they feel encouraged, and those who would like to come and offer service also, they'll also feel encouraged. Srila Prabhupada established this society with this one purpose. We come to temple not to get something. We come to temple to offer something. And that offering is our service. Right? So today being such a very special day, we can all aspire for this. That let me be a humble servant of the servant of the Lord. So with that particular theme, we wanted to recognize all the devotees and volunteers who have been serving for so many years and are serving. So Vrajpati Prabhu and his wife Priyacharana, they are the ones who have been heading the festival team for the last year and a half, and it's under their guidance. A lot of things are happening from a festival perspective. So this was their idea that we should definitely do this. So he will call out the names of those individuals, of those devotees who have been offering their valuable service to our community here in ISKCON Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Like Balaram Prabhu said, we have, everybody literally sitting here in this temple has contributed in one way or the other for the success of all the festivals in the past 1.5 years. But we just wanted to acknowledge that and make sure that we appreciate their efforts over the past 1.5 years. So there's many devotees here, contributing in different departments. So Priyacharana will start with the list of all the devotees over the past year. And I'd like to acknowledge specifically for the Rath Yatra, which needed the entire temple to come there and serve. Also, specifically, so I'm just going to mention a few devotees for that service as well. So.
First, we would like to start with Jitendriya Prabhu, who knows in and out everything of the temple. He's a Prabhupada disciple. He must be serving somewhere in the temple around. But we wanted to start out with Jitendriya Prabhu. And mainly next the DT department, which is the big one. I do not have an order. I'm just going in a little here and there. But starts with Leela Manjari Mataji and family. Namruchi Prabhu, Prem Rasa Mataji and Madhumangal Prabhu, who are our head pujaris. No festival can happen without their directions. So, and continues with the whole DT department, which are more specifically, other than the daily services that we do, but specifically for the festivals such as Narahari Prabhu and Samya Mataji, Sridhar Anand Prabhu, Mangala Mataji and Karnanidhi Prabhu, Ritaja, who helps in all the decorations and everything that we see on their lordships. Rohini Mataji for the beautiful garlands. Namachintamani Mataji for the DT dressing, garlands, vases, decorations, cleanup, everything that we could think of. Yeah. And then we have Radharaman Prabhu, Shraddha Mataji, Balaram Prabhu, Kishori Leela Mataji, Paramatma Prabhu, Mohana Mohini Mataji, Subal Prabhu, Krishnarchana Mataji, Naveen Krishna Prabhu. So these are all devotees. They are not just doing only DT department, but many more. So, but I'm just going through to know what an army of devotees we need to put up a festival.
Let's do a big Haribol for our DT department.
There's more to it. We have Radhakunda Mataji and Satyapriya Krishna Prabhu and Charan Renu Mataji. They're all devotees who also help in our DT department. Along with that, Vrajabhumi Mataji and Raji Gupta Prabhu, who dedicatedly help for our festival flowers. Along with that, we have Dheera Shanti Mataji with her team of devotees who always come and help out with the festival garlands. One second. Kamala Sharma, Kamala Puladhar, Praneshwari Mataji and her friend, Tulsi and her daughter, Rabina, Ranjana and her husband. Then the team still continues where we have Nitai Natraj Prabhu, Manisha Mataji, Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu and Karunika Gopika Mataji, Amara Mataji, Ram Raghav Prabhu, Abhishri, Antaranga Seva Mataji, Atmaram Prabhu, Mayank Prabhu and family, Mathuresh Prabhu and Padma Mataji, Gaurmani Prabhu and Shamapriya Mataji. They help with festival flowers, Radhashmi petals plucking, and their big Jagannath for sure. Karen Mataji and Mahabala Nitai Prabhu, they're there every Sunday with their bake sale and many more things that they do in the background. Then the pillars of everything is, one of the main pillars of DT worship is cleanliness. And here is our pot washing team who came risking their lives throughout the year of COVID, and we're serving all throughout. Starts with Pranav Prabhu and Priya Mataji, Sanjay Prabhu and family, Chetan Prabhu and family, Sandeep Prabhu and family, Suchandra Prabhu and Daya Mataji, Santosh Prabhu and family, Satish Prabhu and Balakrishna Prabhu.
A big Haribol to the pot washing team.
Along with that, we do have devotees who help for a couple of festivals like Ankush Prabhu and Pooja Mataji, Mohini, Amit Prabhu, Sapna Mataji, Sanya Nanshika, Shweta Mataji and Krishna Chaitanya, Uttam Shlok Prabhu who helps in our festival cut-ups, flower cut-ups specifically. And then there is the background of transfer services that happen like with Vaishnava Sivananda Prabhu, Lochana Prabhu, and Vrishabh Prabhu and Harivamsha Mataji, Vibhu Prabhu. There is also devotees like Nalini Mataji who comes for not just festival flowers but regular flowers as well, the cut-up services and many more things that she helps in the background. And you want to talk about the Rath Yatra?
Okay. So yeah, I mean the list goes on and we haven't.
One last thing is Hrishikesh Prabhu, who is actually miles apart. He's not in the Chicago, but every festival, the flowers that we see, he ensures that that is being ordered well in advance. Somebody goes and picks up. He makes sure that that goes down in the background. So big Haribol to Hrishikesh Prabhu. I did miss a couple of them, like Preeti Sundari Mataji and Dayaram, and Sunil Madhav Prabhu and Shamapriya Mataji. I guess, yeah, I think I covered everyone here.
The list cannot be, I mean, I will run out of memory in my computer if I start listing everybody here. But these are devotees who have helped over years, and dedicatedly on and on and on, again and again. But I wanted to specifically call out a few devotees, and it's kind of a repeat, but the Rath Yatra is just, this was our first time doing it, and I cannot thank enough, these devotees, and I really wanted to appreciate all of them. So there were many challenges to begin with the permits and with the route, with the health inspector and so on. But it was an experience where the Lord again and again, ensured that once we have faith in the Lord, we are going to be successful. And boy, what a success it was. There were like more than, I think, 700 to 800 devotees coming in there and getting the mercy of Lord Jagannath. We also got excellent feedback from the Skokie Village Department. They called us the next day and they asked us, can you please do this again next year? So that's really a wonderful feedback. So there have been many families that have come together and helped in the festival. One family that stands out is Swarupa Pahan Mataji and Pahan Prabhu and Krish. They have been there, from the beginning till the end, and they supported with permits. Mataji works with the Skokie village. She knows a lot of people there, and she's been, from day one when I approached her for some help. She's been there and she's helped out a lot. So a big Haribol to Pahan family here, please. And every time I read out these names, please clap and say Haribol, because that's the way we can get the blessings to these devotees from the Lord. We also have a small gift for all the people who have been called out here. But I'm just saying, blessings go a long way. So please do Haribol for these. Billy Prabhu, he was a find for us this time. He was just amazing, and he's been from day one. Again, he's been the backbone of running around for everything, going and getting all the stuff from the big truck and loading and unloading, and helping out from the forefront for the warmer, to the cooler. So he's just been going on and on and on, and he's not stopped. Josh Prabhu and Naveen Mataji for planning and supporting from the beginning on many fronts, and the beautiful stage decoration. Anybody on the stage decoration? It was just beautiful, right? So a big Haribol to them. Adam Prabhu, Ashutosh Prabhu and Santosh Prabhu again for putting all those tents up and bringing them down. They were like a big help over there. Kurt Prabhu, I don't know if you have met him, but you should meet this wonderful family, Kurt and Paige. They are just wonderful. And Kurt, I seen him carry like 2 huge tents on both his arms, and that is like, the kind of effort that actually stands out. And, as an example, we can put a poster, which stands out for service for the Rath Yatra actually. So I've taken some pictures, I'll share later, but a big Haribol to them. How can we not forget Jitendra Prabhu? He's been there from the beginning till the end, like Priyacharna mentioned. Even in this festival, he, not only helped us find out all the tents which were hidden in his storage, and he has a lot more stuff in his secret storage, believe it or not, from 20 odd years. So, if you want to find something, some treasures, just go find Jitendra Prabhu. How can we forget the twin sisters of Shama Saki and Shama Gopi there, and their dad and mom? They've been a big backbone for the entire Rath Yatra festival. So many ideas, they are so creative, so innovative, and they've been like always reminding us, Prabhu, did you do this? Prabhu, did you do that? Mataji, did you do this, do that? So it's just, I don't know how we would do a festival without them. Again, Karen Mataji and Mahabal Nitai Prabhu, from the beginning, they've been, reminding us of a lot of things. They have a lot of experience with Rath Yatra. They've been reminding us for many different things, taking care of tickets, balloons for kids, bake sale every week, and also in the Rath Yatra. Cart decorations was beautiful decorations for the cart. They were leading it, and the list goes on and on and on. Leela Manjari Mataji, Namaruchi Prabhu, Premarasa Mataji, Namachintamani Mataji, and the entire DT department for dressing the lordships, getting them there, making sure they're taken care of. It's just, the list goes on and on. Not only in the temple, they have to take care of all the services that day, but also, making sure there is enough devotees to take care of the lordships there as well, in that scorching heat. So, big Haribol again to the DT department. Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu and Amra Mataji for coordinating all the cultural activities. They had to go back and forth. It was not easy to, just include everything on the stage, off the stage, running around from about a week or so. So a big Haribol to Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu, Amra Mataji and Ram Raghav Prabhu. Subha Prabhu for our wonderful sound system and running around and getting the generator, that day, and so many more services, but thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shyamala Mataji, who's not here in Naperville, but she did a wonderful job of the bake sale coordination. Big Haribol to her. Mohana Mohini Mataji and a wonderful team of Matajis, Rekha Mataji, Chava Mataji, and I forgot who else. Yeah, Tulsi Mataji. Yeah. Thank you so much for bringing the dosa tent. Not only the dosa tent, in that scorching heat, she was doing those dosas, and it was so hot, right? And she had a big smile on her face throughout. So a big Haribol to her. She worked really, really hard to make all the batter for 2 or 3 days, and all the sambar and the chutney and so many things. So big Haribol to her and her entire family. Sridharan Prabhu and Naveen Krishna Prabhu and Mangal Mataji and the entire cooking team here, they did a wonderful job of feeding 500 plates of free prasadam, right? And it was just an amazing endeavor and amazing result in the end as well. And gulab jamuns as well, Mangal Mataji, right? Gulab jamuns. Nitai Nataraj Prabhu, how can we forget him? He is just amazing. From day one, he's been telling me, Prabhu, I will arrange for this, I will arrange for that. He not only his family came and, I have them in the next list for the Belpuri, but he came with the generator, he came with the water, he came with the soda, he donated every single thing. And he's just amazing. He just loves to come there and help out. He loaded up his van and he unloaded it there, again loaded it up. Not even a single complaint. So, Haribol. Shraddha Mataji and Shweta Mataji and family for the kids corner. All the kids had so much fun there. Shama Gopi and Shama Saki for the games. Who can forget the games, right? It was innovative and new this time. A big Haribol to them. They designed the whole games, they made the whole cardboard things, they designed that, they came up with it, and within a day or two, they designed the whole tent. So a lot of effort there. Yeah, samosas I already mentioned. Thank you. And Gaura reminded me, they made the samosas on the day before also. The whole 500 samosas. Shraddha Mataji, we did that. Karunika Mataji, Amra Mataji, Ram Raghav Prabhu, Rajarani Mataji, Shweta Mataji, I don't know who else, I forgot, but the entire pizza team, they made 40 pizzas, and we almost ran out of all the pizzas. A pizza is always a hit. Okay, and the youth, our youth was outstanding this year in coming out and helping us. We had Mohini, Daya, Abhishri, Vedant, Sanya, Anshika, Krishna Chaitanya, Adish, Madhava, Shreys. Oh my God, the line goes on and on. They all came and helped out in different tents. So a big Haribol. These are our future leaders, so we have to invest in them. Big Haribol to all of them. Tarun Prabhu, Pratibha Mataji and Payal Mataji for the gift hampers for all the dignitaries. They packed really nice stuff in there. We got a call saying that, it was really good as well. So thank you for all the police officers were really happy as well with those gift hampers. Shama Priya Mataji for her doklas. Haribol to her. Neha Mataji and Deepak Prabhu for the paratha corner. We ran out of parathas about halfway. Vraja Vilasini Mataji and Sheila Mataji for Belpuri. I did not have Belpuri, but it was a super hit apparently as well. Priya Mataji for the cupcakes. Haribol. Daya Mataji, Radha Priya Mataji and Madhava for the faluda and the water and the lemonade. And Rajesh Prabhu and Amisha Mataji for helping out with many services from the morning till the evening. They were there until everything was wound up. So big Haribol to Rajesh Prabhu and Amisha Mataji and Amit Prabhu as well. Sundar Nitai Prabhu, Shrirupa Mataji and Madhumangal Prabhu for books and henna tents. Kishori Lila Mataji, Manisha Mataji for the gift store. Amara Mataji and Antaranga Seva Mataji for mantra meditation tents. Arjun Acharya Prabhu for the yoga tent. Mohit Prabhu, Rasa Mataji for card decoration and parade management. Thank you so much, Prabhus. Sunil Madhav Prabhu and Radharaman Prabhu for running around for all the permits and the route and insurance and everything. There's so many documents. Thank you so much, Prabhus. Gauramani Prabhu and Shama Prabhu Mataji for the big Jagannath, for making it happen again this year. We're so glad that he was there and giving out all the mercy to everybody who came there. Sunil Patel Prabhu and Jaishi Mataji for coming and helping for the samosas and the laddus. They donated 415 laddus. Mansi Ganga Mataji, Neha Chahat, Stoka Krishna Prabhu for the watermelon and coming and serving in different tickets and other tents. Pooja Mataji and Ankush Prabhu for all the samosas and vegetable cutting. Rakesh Prabhu, Madhavi Mataji and the family for cutting and vegetable cut up and helping out with all the flowers and everything. Damodar Priya Mataji and Chetan Prabhu and their friends coming all over from different places and helping out from North Dakota and Minnesota. Bhakta Donaman, he's fine. He went back and forth, to the temple to get stuff. It's just unbelievable. Even the HSS team, they came to the temple back and forth, and they were not able to find stuff. It was their first time in the temple, but they were here, going back and forth between the temple and here and between the stands and so on. Big Haribol to all of them. Our marketing team, Prema Sarovar Prabhu and his good wife and Bhumika Mataji for creating a lot of online buzz with all the questions and pictures and, for circling around Rath Yatra. Ram Raghav Prabhu, Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu, Shweta Mataji's dad, Krishna Chandra Prabhu, Sri Gauranga Prabhu for helping with the winding down. Balaram Prabhu was there for the winding down. All the kirtaniyas, the mridanga players, the kartal players, the Radhakunda Mataji and the kids, and all the amazing kids who performed. Big Haribol to all of them. Haribol. And finally, I'd like to thank the Temple Council, Balaram Prabhu, Subal Prabhu, Paramatma Prabhu, Radharaman Prabhu, and Naveen Krishna Prabhu for backing us, in the festival and making sure the festival is happening no matter the expenses. I still haven't expensed the $15,000. I don't know if I'll get the same backup after that, but, they've been always there and helping us, don't worry about this or that, keep doing it and supporting us. So, again, thank you so much for coming here and coming to Rath Yatra and making it a huge success. Even though it was hot, a lot of people got heat strokes or, it was super hot. But I take a hot day any day. When it comes to rainy day, the next 2 days it was raining. I was thanking Jagannath, okay, we'll take heat, Jagannath, please don't, please make sure that, because otherwise the tents would have been gone, the dosas would have been wet, I don't know what would have happened. So, Jai Jagannath. So I think, with that, would like to thank everybody. I don't know if you would like to add anything. Yeah. We need.
First, let me come. Okay. Yes. So, Brajpati Prabhu gave a long list of devotees who had contributed for success of Rath Yatra and generally helping out in the temple. But he has missed out 3 names. His own, his wife Priyacharan Mataji, and their son, Yada Gaurav. Haribol. They have really sacrificed so much, it's hard to believe. And I worked with them on a couple of things. And not once I saw any irritation or, that kind of a feeling that, why things are not happening. They were really so nice. They really did it so dedicatedly. So our sincere thanks to you, Prabhu and Mataji, for all your hard work. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I just I just would like to, from your heart, pray for all these devotees who come forward and, help throughout the year. Because it's not easy to come forward and help, there's hundreds of devotees who come to the temple, but there's a few who come and serve. So a big, big Haribol to end this, and, please pray for them so that they can come and continue in helping us, in putting these festivals. Janmashtami is coming up. We need a lot of help there as well. It's a huge festival. We don't have to go out, thankfully, carry everything there, but it's equally, in terms of efforts, we have to put the same amount of effort here inside the temple. So let their lordships be happy with all their services, all the volunteers here. A big Haribol so that they can come serving again and again. Thank you so much, Haribol. Please don't forget to collect your little gifts that we have. Everybody who's helped out, you've helped out. So if you have missed out anybody, I would like to beg for your forgiveness and, please forgive us. It's not easy to put everybody's name there. So please come and collect your gift today, tomorrow, over the next week, any time you can. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So we'll have prasadam upstairs, please. Okay, I don't have to announce.
The prasadam is going to close at 8:15. I was told to make this as an announcement at 8:15. So please make sure you get your plates before that time, 8:15. Thank you so much.
ఇందులో బుక్ అని రాసి ఉంటుంది అందులో తీసుకోండి అందులోనే ఉండే వెతుక్కోవాలి ఇప్పుడు నేను నాకు రాసినట్లేదు కిషోరిల్ అమ్మతుంది
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। क्या करे 750 का दिया दिया नहीं 750 का नहीं करो मैं जा रहा हूँ ऊपर जाना है।
Slow kirtan for deities just going to sleep.
जय श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 बोलो बोलो हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे किशोर किशोरी हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Oh Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Bol Oh Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Bola 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 Hare Krishna Madhur Madhur Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Wonderful. Hare Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hari Bol Hare Rama Hare Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rivo Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Gauranga Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Oh Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhava Tume Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhava Oh Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhava Tume Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhava Tume Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, 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 Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare